welcome to your day if you are doing this in the morning. My name is Kirsty from the Kirsty Way Yoga, and this morning we're just going to be going through a really short flow to wake up the body, to practice moving mindfully, and to really set ourselves up for the day. So we're going to end with some reflections or some journal prompts as well, so feel free to have your journal by the side of you. And we're just going to be moving really slowly, really intentionally, and just really focusing on the different areas of the body that we want to wake up, both physically and energetically as well. Okay, so we're going to start seated today, and if you find it difficult to sit cross-legged, then please feel free to find a different position, and you can always prop yourself up on a block or a bolster or a cushion. And we're just going to let the hands fall or let the arms fall. Straighten through the spine. Just bring the chin down ever so slightly. And if it feels nice for you to close the eyes, and please feel free to close the eyes. And I invite you to either turn the palms down towards the knees, or to turn the palms up towards the sky. And if you have them turned down towards the knees, then maybe that means that you need some grounding or that you need the energy for yourself. And I invite you to either turn the palms down towards the knees if you feel like you need to keep your energy inwards, if you need to ground in. Sometimes we just need to conserve and protect our own energy and not give it out so freely. Or if you feel that you have enough to share today and that you are feeling more extroverted and that you want to bring your gifts out into the world, then turn the palms upwards towards the sky in a gesture of receiving. And wherever you are, just take this moment to, first of all, tune in physically. And we can even do a brief head scan or a brief body scan from the very top of the head to the very tips of the toes. Breathing into any areas of tension or tightness. And then if there's anything going on for you emotionally or mentally, energetically, rather than pushing away or avoiding or resisting, can we just sit with this mindfully and compassionately? And can we ask ourselves the question of how we can show up in the most loving way for ourselves today? And often when we show up for ourselves in this way, then by default we show up for the people around us. Remembering that it's not selfish to fill your own cup first. It is actually necessary. Okay, let's begin to take some deeper breaths here, filling the belly, the ribs, and the very top of the chest on the inhale. And then on the exhale, we're just going to let that breath go through the mouth. And we can give ourselves a sigh or any noise that wants to come out. And we'll do that 3 more times. Big breath in. And long breath out. Twice more, take that nourishing breath, fill in every corner of the body on the inhale, and just letting it go on the exhale. Last breath in, and long breath out. Blinking the eyes open. And we're going to begin by warming up the eyes, which is something that we don't do very often, but especially in the morning, sometimes we tend to go on our phones straight away, and it's not very good for the eyes or the brain. So we're just going to take one finger in between sort of the eyes and really focus on that finger, so you sort of go cross-eyed. And then we're going to bring that finger away as far as possible and bring it back in. So we're doing some training for our visual system here, which is switching on those higher levels of the brain. So we're not just moving physically, we are waking up mentally as well. And then we're just gonna, without turning the head, move that finger to the right and then let the eyes follow. Back to center, and we might need to change hands to the left, to center, to the right, center, left, center, up, center, down. Last time, up and down. Good, nice job. Onto our spine. So if you do anything in the morning, do this spinal warm-up. It gets all the different directions that the spine is supposed to move in. So left fingertips to the side, reaching over with the right. And let's move with our breath. Take an inhale back to center and an exhale, reach over to the left. Breath into center, breath out, reach over right. And just move with your own breath here as if we are almost doing a dance. There's no rigidity. We're just allowing our breath to guide the speed of our movements rather than the other way around. And then coming back to center, start to walk the hands forward, press the hips back. So we're coming into spinal flexion here. And really round the spine, gaze underneath. And spread the shoulder blades apart. Tuck the belly button in towards the spine. And then walk those fingertips up, place them behind the back, open through the chest, through the shoulders, gaze up towards the sky. Inviting some expansion in here to the body, to the heart, to the throat. And release, good. Change the cross of the legs. And then we're going to come into spinal rotation. So take an inhale to reach those fingertips up to the sky. And an exhale to twist over to the left, placing the left hand on the right knee. Breath in, back to center, take that reach. Breath out to the opposite side. Again, flow in with your breath. The tide's coming in very quickly here, so we may have to do a little bit of a run at some point, but maybe that's good to get some running into our yoga session. Good. We're going to go one more either side because these twists feel delicious in the morning, at least for me. That might not be the same for everyone. And then coming back to center, once again, walk those fingertips forward. And how far forward can we reach here? Really active through the fingertips, active through our lats as we drop the head round the spine. And then walking all the way back, placing the fingertips behind the back, opening up through the chest, through the heart, through the throat. And coming back to center, good. Bringing those shoulders towards the ears, big inhale, and then exhale, just let them drop. Okay, we're gonna do that 4 more times. Big breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out, in, out, in, out, last time, in, and out. Good job, well done. Coming over onto our hands and knees. Spreading the fingers out nice and wide. And then just bringing the hips towards the heels in our child's pose. And then taking a a little bit of a longer reach here. So how long can we reach? On our breath in, can we round through the spine, drop the hips, and breath out as we come into a cobra. Breath in, back to child's pose. And breath out to our cobra. Drop in the hips, rippling through the spine. Breath into child's pose. And breath out to cobra. Nice, just moving through our spines here. Again, no rigidity, no sharp edges. And we can always feel free to just stick with that cat-cow if that feels better. Nice work. And then tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Feet are hips width apart, just pedal out the knees, the feet. Good, press the heart back towards the thighs, firm the quadriceps. Press the heels down towards the earth and press out of these shoulders here. On our breath in, the right leg lifts up towards the sky, and the breath out, the right leg steps outside of the right hand. The right arm sweeps to the back on the breath in, and on the breath out, that right hand meets back towards the earth, back to our downward facing dog. Left leg lifts on the inhale. Exhale, left leg steps outside of the left hand. Inhale, left arm reaches all the way up and back. Exhale, left hand meets the earth, and we're going to go one more time each side. Inhale, right leg sweeps, moving mindfully and compassionately here. Exhale, right foot steps out. Inhale, right arm sweeps back. Exhale, right hand meets the earth. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale here. Left leg sweeps, inhale. Exhale, left foot steps outside that left hand. Inhale, left arm sweeps up. Exhale, left hand meets the earth. Good, this time, can we turn those left toes out? And then can we step the right foot outside of the right hand? So we are in our Malasana. And we might be up here for Malasana. We might be in a little bit deeper. Just see if we can move into this yogic squat here. Again, those two words, mindfully, compassionately. How can you show up in the most loving way for yourself? And then fingertips towards the ground. We're going to lift the hips into a variation of our forward fold. And inhale back into our yogic squat. So exhale, lift those hips. Inhale, yogic squat. Last time, exhale, lift the hips. And this time, let's take the feet hips width apart and start to roll up slowly, slowly, slowly through the spine. When we arrive, take an inhale to lift up towards the sky. And an exhale to bring the palms of the hands down through the nose, the lips, the throat, and to the heart. Good, breath in to reach up. And breath out to take your forward fold. Hinge from the hips. Take that swan dive down. Half sun salutations here. Fingertips to the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Press through the feet, rise through the spine. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Take an inhale to reach. And an exhale to forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Pull the heart forward, the hips back. Exhale to forward fold. Press through the feet, rise through the spine. Inhale to reach. Last time, bring it all the way down towards the earth. Exhale. And just while we're here, we're going to pause. Maybe the knees bend and we take a swish and a sway from side to side in our ragdoll. Maybe opposite hand takes opposite elbow. As we let the crown of the head fall towards the ground And we let anything that is stuck in our heads just fall into the earth. Imagine it dripping from the crown of the head down into the ground. Releasing the hands here, coming high on the toes as we come into a toe squat. And we can always keep those fingertips on the ground for some stability. How nice does this feel for the toes? If you have any issues with the foot, then please feel free to just do one at a time and come into kneeling on the other knee, like this. Or we can find a little bit of balance, bringing the hands towards the heart, straightening through the spine, and maybe we even lift those arms up towards the sky, opening up, rooting through those toes for 3. If you fall, that's okay for 2. And 1, hands down towards the heart. And then come into your seated position. Nice work. Bringing the soles of the feet together and just giving the soles of the feet a little bit of a rub. So we're waking up the feet ready for our day. How amazing are our feet and everything that they do for us, and we do not give them enough love. Good, and then taking hold of the little toe side of the feet, and then taking an inhale to bring the heart forward, and an exhale to round it back. So inhale, as if we're doing cat-cows, but in our butterfly. Exhale, bring it back. 2 more times. Breath in, heart forward, breath out, all the way back. Breath in, heart forward, and breath out all the way back. Good, keep that rounding of the spine just for a moment. And then bring it forward. Maybe we stay here, maybe we tuck the elbows on the front of the shin. Find your breath in this place of stillness, of silence. And releasing all the way. I'm going to come into a little side body stretch, because again, this is one of those that we forget about. We forget about opening our side bodies, and it really helps us to breathe better and then to ultimately to function better. So we're going to extend out through that left leg, tuck the right heel in towards the groin, take the left elbow to the left knee, and then just use the right hand to open that right rib cage up towards the sky. And we can maybe stay here, or we can just drape that right arm over the right ear. Again, we want to lift the right chest all the way up to the ceiling. So spin both of the chests up towards the ceiling. Flex the left foot. And hold in here. Beautiful. Let's come back to center. And then take it to the opposite side. The left heel tucks in this time. The right leg extends out. Right elbow is on the right thigh as we spin the left chest up towards the sky. And really focus on breathing into this left lung here as we maybe take that option to drape the left arm over. Beautiful, coming back to center. Taking it back into cross-legged and just taking an inhale to open through the chest and an exhale to round, and then wrap the arms around the self, tucking the chin in. Breath into center and breath out to wrap the opposite way. And just notice how it feels to wrap your arms around yourself, to give yourself everything that you need today. Inhale. Exhale, just a reminder that we don't have to rely on the external for love, for validation, to meet our needs. That we have everything that we need inside of us. Beautiful, coming back to center. If you want to take any final movements, please feel free to do so. If you want to take a lie down for this final part, then please feel free, or stay seated with me. Sometimes when I lie down in the morning, I don't want to get back up. So I always think it's best to stay with a straight spine. Maybe the eyes close. As we drop into our space once again, we land in our bodies. We land in that space in our heart. And we're going to do some reflections here. So either feel free to just think about it for now as we sit or as we lie, or maybe you want to grab your journal. So thinking about the rest of our day, and I want you to ask, what does my soul need today? So maybe it needs rest, maybe it needs connection, maybe it needs play. And usually the first answer that you think of is your intuition, is the right one. So just go with whatever comes into your mind. And then asking yourself, what does my heart need to hear today? Maybe that it is safe. Maybe that you are doing or being enough. Maybe that you are so loved. What does your heart need to hear today? And then if you were to think about becoming just 1% better today than you were yesterday, what would this look like for you? And that doesn't necessarily mean achieving more at all. It might mean allowing yourself to rest or listening to your intuition. Or doing an act of kindness for yourself or for someone else. And then finally, what is either a one-word intention or a mantra or a phrase that you can take with you through your day that can help to anchor you into the more challenging moments. So mine yesterday was, I am my own safe space. I am my own safe space. And I like to remind myself that I always have this place of peace within me, even amongst the most chaotic times. I'm beginning to take some more nourishing breaths. And maybe just before we finish, just having a very brief visualization of what this day may look like for you. We've got a dog coming to join us. So how do you want this day to look? And more importantly, how do you want this day to feel? And let this be the energy that you take with you. So I clearly manifested dogs in my day. And then we will take a final breath together. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. Bringing the hands together at the heart. Touching the thumbs between the eyebrows, reminding us of the power of our thoughts and our mind. The thumbs to the throat, reminding us of the power of our voice, our words, and our truth. And the thumbs to the heart space to remind us of the power of the love that is inside of us and all around us. Big breath in. And big releasing breath out to seal our practice and to start our day. Namaste.